45 on my end. Let me just get rid of some things. There we go. Oh, how's everybody doing? Who's here? Kapla, Malin. Man, that's a brave thing, doing a live competition with James Wright. I am not in competition with anybody. Amy Gersh is here. Stanifer's here. McGill's here. Yeah, right on. Dr. Ping's back. We got to get through some things. I got a good dent into these things, but I need to just keep going. And what better encouragement? That's funny. What better encouragement than to hang out with you guys? Because you're very encouraging. We've got many bowls started. The outsides of them are all done. And I got a big Forstner bit into the middle of all of them to get them started. I got 4 of them, like, actually down to just need sanding. Let's finish hollowing out a bunch more of them. Just keep churning away. Get to this point on a bunch more. And then after they're all at this point, I can chuck them all back up and just sand. And then they'll be done, because I don't need to finish the insides. I think I do want to seal the insides real quick with something, because they are getting a resin pour art into the bottom, and I don't want the wood itself to be leaking a bunch of bubbles up into the epoxy that's being arted. So maybe I'll just, after I get them all sanded and done, I'll toss them back up one at a time and just give them a quick spritz with a lacquer or something on the inside, just to try to seal them a little bit. I don't know. I haven't decided on that yet. But for tonight, we're just going to keep popping them up there one after another and just taking the middle out of them. Ready? We'll do that for a bit. I don't have a plan on how many I want to get accomplished. I just want to keep chipping away at it. And yeah, that's that. I am filming this project, but I've got my footage of getting them to this point. So if we stick to the littles, which I have another 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of these, then I'm not missing any footage moving on to the bigger ones, because I think I've got what I need on these guys. Well, let's just get spinning. I'll beer in a little bit. I do absolutely deserve one, though. Like, over the course of a day, well, I started them yesterday. It was a big single board yesterday. And today they're in that state. So I got the board all broken down into squares, knocked the corners off all of them, turned and finished the outside. And then, yeah, that was yesterday. Was it yesterday? Where did I end up today? Or the end of yesterday? I don't even remember. Yesterday, I think I just got all the outsides shaped, and maybe the little ones finished. And then, so today no, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter. This is the point that I'm at. Let's talk more turning. Yeah. God, Stanifer. You're not in charge. I mean, I agree with you, but not because you said so. I don't know if you're going to be able to sit there. No, I don't don't think you are. Maybe. It's not going to be a great angle. Not like it ever is. It'll be what it'll be. Just get some more of these turned out. Woo! Loud noises. That'll do. Here you go. Oh, one after another, after another, after another. Production turning is not my favorite thing. Production anything is not my favorite thing. But do one step on all of it, do another step on all of it, do another step on all of it. You get through it. Which chuck are you using? Were you not here for the Fever Chuck talk? You gotta watch back the lives, my friend. edge of that. There we go. It's probably not super exciting for you guys. It's not super exciting for me either. Don't feel bad if you're not super excited right now, because I am also not super excited. This is not, as I said, production turning is not fun for me. So it can't be fun for you guys either, if I have to go through it. Just before started the show, I just sort of loosened this off and turned to a fresh edge on my hollower, and I did not realize how dull the edge was that I was using before I did that, because this is going much better than it was. Turn these things a little more frequently than I do, apparently, because this is cutting like a hot damn now. Go. There's 3. Do one more and then we'll take a sit. And I'm dripping. It's not super hot today, but hot enough. It's more muggy. It's more humid and muggy than it is actually hot. Noise it. Oh, that's pretty good. We'll go one more just to thin one, just a titch. Send a picture to Pinnell earlier with the ones that were already done, and he's like, those are pretty thick bowls, because he's a huge jerk. And I was like, these are exactly, I'm not getting paid enough thickness. They also look thicker. I mean, they don't look thicker than they are. They look as thick as they are. But like, they're under a 3/8 of an inch thick walls, and that thickness of wall looks pretty damn thick on a 3.5 inch wall. When you gotta do a whole whack ton of things for not enough money, the thickness is not done is more important. All right, there's 4. There's 4 more. And they'll be just fine as little trinket dishes and little jewelry dishes with like an epoxy ocean on the bottom of the inside of them. They're to be used for making art in. Two, 4, 6, 8. 8 of the 18 little guys ready for sanding. Inside sanding. Outside sanding's done. Outside, I just sanded. I did them. I sanded with 150 and I custom high-speed crayoned. That's it. It's a round carbide. The round, yep, probably when you said that it was. I'm doing bowl gouge, like zig zig zig, to get rid of a bunch around the edge, and I'm just going and just carving out with the Easy Wood #1 hollower. See sandpaper marks on it. You're gonna have sandpaper marks on your face next time I see you. If I have sandpaper with me. On this? No, you don't. That's lies. That's just lies. There's no sandpaper marks on that. Demonetized threats of violence. Oh no! Not my monetization. Please, YouTube. Sorry, I'm late. Had to make some pine crates for daughter to put clothes in. Sweet. Don't ever apologize for being late or not coming. Like, I am not offended when people don't come. Or when people... I worry about people when, like, my regulars don't show up for a little while. I get a little concerned that I either pissed them off or like that something tragic happened. But life has to come before this nonsense. Hello, do you know anything about wet sanding? A little bit. I don't do a ton of wet sanding. What's the actual question? Then he messages them and tells them to show up. And that's not what I did at all. I messaged you to inform you that there was a show happening because it was out of the ordinary for there to be a Tuesday show. And normally I put it on Patreon and sometimes on the social medias when I'm doing an off day show. But I didn't today, so I just messaged some people directly. I'm perfectly fine to not go through the effort to tell people that this is happening. Do you use water for wet sanding or oil? It depends on what I'm wet sanding. If I'm wet sanding, if I put a pretty heavy few layers of finish on something, and then I'm wet sanding it with like a micro mesh, I would probably use water and the custom blue sheen sanding solution in the water. A lot of people just use water. Let's say a pen. Yeah, if I'm sanding the finish, or if it's like an epoxy or an acrylic pen that I'm sanding, or just water's fine. I add some custom blue sheen. I don't know what it's called. The custom blue. What do I call it? I called it like the custom Windex solution. Let me get it. Custom blue sheen sanding solution. I think that's what I called it the first time. I think I got it right the first time. That stuff I add to my water. It helps lubricate things. Okay, I use micro mesh with water. Yeah, if you want to get your hands on some of this, there's a link in the description to Scott's website and a discount code for everything on the website. This is a cool product to add to your water to make your sandpaper last longer and to lubricate a little bit. But yeah, that's fine. Micro mesh with water. Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. I don't know who's not recommending it, but a lot of people just do that. Let's do a few more, and then I'll have a beer. Because that didn't take very long. I'm only 25 minutes in, and I was sitting for a bit before I started, and I've been sitting for a bit now. I don't know. Were you guys timing? Because it seems like these are going pretty quick. Do a couple more. How many do you have left? I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of the little ones and 11 of the big ones, the 5.5s. But I don't have any misconception about like accomplishing them all today. I just wanted to keep accomplishing, because this afternoon when I was going to be accomplishing, I mean, I did a bunch of accomplishing earlier today, but then I like realized that I was malnourished and I just like hit a wall because I hadn't eaten, and it was like 2 in the afternoon, and so I ate and like laid down for a second and fell asleep. So tonight's show is basically making up for the fact that I gave myself a nap this afternoon. I hung it back up. What? But I mean, I'm at this point. Yesterday morning, all of these bowls were one big board. So yesterday I broke it all down into bowl blanks and got the outsides turned. And then today I got all the insides drilled. Is that it? I don't know. But to be at this point within, and I didn't even do a whole day yesterday. I think I probably did like maybe 4 hours, 5 hours yesterday. I was hoping to get this accomplished in under 10 hours total to actually pay myself like more than minimum wage. I don't know if that's going to happen, but these are going quick, so who knows? The biggest hassle is because I started with the Forstner bit. I got to get rid of that little divot in the bottom and make it flat for the epoxy to like stay level and not just all pool down in the middle. So it's like flattening the bottom when it's got a little divot in it with a round tool is probably the biggest hassle of this. Loud noises. That's pretty okay. A little thinner. A couple more cuts down the side. We'll be done this one too. That'll do. Oh. What am I missing? Just checked you were live. Wanted to say hi. I have to leave now. Hey, okay, it's all good. Was that 4 of 30? No, well, I ate 8 of 30, but the other 22 have the outsides turned and the hole drilled in them. So The outside's turned and finished, and the hole drilled in it. So I would say, what's that? 8, and then 2/3 of the remaining 22. So I'm at 24.75 done of the 30 or something. I don't know. I'm not a math guy. Shut up. One more. And that'll be 4, 6, 8. That'll be 10. There's 10. They're fine. They're fine little bowls. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. I'll get to my beer eventually. Last one. Yeah, just about. Last one, other than the ones that aren't done yet. I mean, when I'm rolling, I might as well keep rolling. Next time a drip hits my eyeball, I'll sit down again. And then when the next time a drip hits my eyeball, I'll probably be done for tonight and sit down and have a beer. Knew his dedication to personal excellence would not allow him to shortcut that bowl. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. I did almost be like good enough on that one, but the bottom could have been flatter. But I mean, all of these bowls, none of these bowls are like what I would call like the epitome of my woodwork. These are not high quality Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff items. Tell you what, I'll say it, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If anybody has any contacts at Easy Wood Tools and they are looking for a wood turner guy on the internet to sponsor, this would not be going anywhere nearly this quickly if I didn't have this tool in my hand today. Forgetting where I'm putting stuff down. I am dripping again a little bit. That might be my best one yet. Finally getting the hang of it after 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right, let's do lucky number 13. Lucky number 13. Sit for a beer. See if I feel like doing the rest of the little guys. Because these are not taking too long. I don't know, like, if anybody is timing each one of these, but like, what, 4 minutes per. Well, I can't. I mean, I've done 8, and I'm only 44 minutes into the show. And I sat for the first while, and I sat in the middle. So, yeah, they're going pretty quick. Sanding's later. I'm like, that's a little sharp. That sanding is later. The edge is a little sharp, but that's what sandpaper is for at the end. $13. Beer. And then dust you guys off. Oh, beer. I have absolutely earned a beer. Between yesterday and today. Getting to this point in 2 days. I don't think I've ever seen Mike move this much material so quickly. Yeah, it's you guys want to see the mess? And I've like cleaned once. Well, cleaned. Like there's the paint that I'm gonna do the shop with. I'm spraying. Oh, right back here. There's a lot of material coming out of this stuff. Turning one board into 30 bowls. It's a lot of... You guys drunk? Oh. I knew he cared. He took time to make little circle designs. Yes, I did. I can't, I mean, even when I'm, even during like crushing out production mode things, there's just certain things I just cannot abide. That would look really bad if it was just a, let's at least, come on. Oh, they're nice little dishes. So I'll have I'm actually only going to have 29 bowls. I do have a couple of chunks because measuring, we know about measuring around here. I approximated again. Where are my two chunks? Oh yeah, okay. Well, these are the corner pieces that came off all the blanks. When I was cutting it out, I did have a couple of like 2.5-inch chunks left over. So in order to make the show to the episode title of this video for these bowls, if I want to make it 30 bowls out of one big ash board, I'm gonna have to find one of those little chunks and make like a little egg cup, like one of those little egg, like hard boiled or soft boiled egg cuppies. Maybe that's what I'll do. And then I'll be like, I only got 29, so I did this just so I could call the video. Because 29 bowls out of a board. I mean, that's got a pretty good ring to it too, but I think 30. Yeah, 30 bowls out of one big ash board is a better video title than 29. Glue some of the corners together and cut it into a 30th bowl. Yeah. That sounds like more work than I want to put in after doing all of this nonsense. Maybe I'll just go to my my bowl blank store and see if they have an ash one. And I'll just turn it and be like, there's my 30 bowls. And then just like, you guys can shut up, you know. Don't tell anybody. I don't know. We'll see. No, I'm not going to be able to do that. I should be able to do that. I should just be for entertainment value, and I should just like, there's a lot of like movie magic bullshit that happens in YouTube videos. There's a lot of lying in a lot of them. Let's be honest. That's not what I'm about. I don't pretend like things went perfectly smoothly when they didn't, and I don't pretend like I got 30 bowls out of a board when I didn't. But I will make a little egg cup if I find those last little chunks and be like, here's my 30. Yay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 29, 30. Because I suck at measuring. No, when I visually broke down the board into 3.5 inch ones and 5.5 inch ones, I'm pretty sure I measured up 36 inches from the bottom, and I was like, the kerf on my bandsaw blade is not that big that 10 cuts should equal an inch. Maybe. No. But by the time I got them all bucked down, I was left over by like not enough for the last one. So I only got 18 because I was splitting the board this way. I was doing 35.5, well, 36, and then split down the middle to get 10 up each row of the 3.5s. And then the rest of it was being made into these. And when I was bucking them, I was bucking the 3.5 inch strips down cross cutting. And I got to the end and I didn't have 3.5 left to do the last one. So I got 18 instead of the 20. Should dig into some of that big old maple one of these days. Yep, we sure should. There's lots of things that we should do. I should finish my shop stool. I should finish the 3 damn guitars that I've started. I should finish the marking knives that I've started. I should renovate the shop like I keep saying I'm gonna. I should eat properly and sleep better. You know, like there's lots of things that we should do. I should make a sword. It's a good point, Todd. Played less Zelda. You don't seem to be enjoying it all that much. I am enjoying it. I'm just not enjoying it as much as the game before it. No matter how much you accomplish, there will always be more to do. It's true. It is absolutely true. But keep on keeping on. One foot in front of the other. I kind of feel like we should get these last 5 done. The last 5 of the little ones, and then those will be off my plate. Let's do them. Let's do them. Come on. It's getting a little sticky. Should clean that out. just tried to blow that out with my face shield down. It's like right into my face shield. $14? $14. $15. Here we come. Ah! Should have stayed rolling while I was rolling. that's it for that one. I'm getting too finicky now. It's like I want them to be better, and I want each one to be better than the last one, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Because that's how you should be. That's how you should operate, but only when it matters. Geez, I get the mortise pretty damn big in this one. Uh, 16. There we go. This is 16. So we got 2 more after this one. Aha! Aha! Didn't even have to go back into that one. 16. Two more. Ash is pretty nice wood to work with. I gotta say, I don't work with it very often. I'm glad that ash is what I picked for this, because, yeah, it's going pretty good. A cherry would be nicer, but would cost damn near twice as much, probably. Maybe not quite, but that's it. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Let's get that square guy. If we want to go flat, let's just... Yeah. Oh, now I got a little ridge right there in the corner, which is probably going to get covered up with epoxy, so who cares? 18 of the little guys. Of the little guys. Yay! Little guy's done, other than sanding, and they're not going to need a whole lot of sanding either. Because I'm very talented. Maybe some of the earlier ones. I can literally like see the progression as I move across. It's like I almost want to go back into those first couple and just like make 2 more cuts. No. Stop it. My stool is wobbling. Hold on. I'm going to just tighten a couple of these. This one? That one. I'm just gonna put you guys over here for a second. Good. Yeah. By the way, I'm missing my dick pic. No, it's over here. I know exactly where it is. It's because when I was finishing the bottoms of the bowls, sometimes you get a little bit of the custom high-speed crayon and or some paper towel. And you gotta like, yip, yip. Yeah. Give me it back. I'm glad I didn't plug these with dowels like I had intended to. Because, well, maybe they would have loosened up if I'd done that. I don't know. Probably, I don't think that would have made a difference. There we go. There we go. Now we did a bunch of bowls and fixed the shops. It's good work. It's good work today. And just these ones left to do. Hey, CDC Vintage Mechanical's back. Kaduk. Steve Kaduk. Maybe. No. Sean Kaduk. Rick Kaduk. Oh, damn it. I thought I had it. Sean Kaduk, I think, maybe. From New Jersey. Bob Kaduk. Bob Kaduk, because Bob has 3 letters and so does Kaduk. And New Jersey was a different guy. Yes, Bob Kaduk. Todd's got it. Bob. Probably won't get back to turning until after the hurricane passes. Probably a good idea. We got more fires. We had a lightning storm last night with not enough rain involved. So the lightning started a bunch of new fires, but it didn't bring rain with it to like be able to put them out. So that was cool. Yay! Anyway, that was fun. No, it wasn't. I gotta admit, that wasn't really that fun. It was productive, though. Got the rest of the little guys down. Just gotta sand them. And I think I will give them a quick spritz. I think after I sand them, I'll give them a quick spritz of lacquer just to try and seal them a little bit. Because like I said, they're getting epoxy art on the bottom of them, and I don't want the wood itself to release bubbles up into that epoxy. So just for good measure, I'll give them a quick spritz of lacquer on the inside. A bevy of bulls. Yeah, that works. Tomorrow, I'll crush through the rest of the big ones. Then they'll be done. Sanding sealer, question mark? That would be good. What is sanding sealer? It's like a shellac based something. But I just want it to be quick. I guess shellac is quick. But the only shellac that I have is like the amber crystals. I'm just gonna give them a spritz. I'll just give them a spritz of the Watco lacquer. Just a quick coat after they're sanded, just to seal them. You can put a little bit of effort into sealing them anyway. Maybe reduce some of the air that can release into the epoxy. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I've got a couple cans still. It's expensive though, but whatever. What was that? That was, let's say, between the sitting downs, maybe that was 50 minutes of turning to do. I had 4 and I got to 18, so I did 14 in 50 minutes. What's the math on that? Let's round it to 15 in an hour. Pinnell timed it. Okay. Well, Mr. Pinnell, what was the per bowl unit on those? I'm trying to keep like a running total so I know like whether I got paid like complete garbage or only a little bit garbagey. $4.50 per bowl. $4.13. I think 413, I don't think it would, because 413 was what we had talked about earlier today, that I would need to keep them down to if I was going to have 2 hours left. 413 was 30 bowls in 2 hours. Yeah. So I did, I did 14 in 50 minutes. So that's about right. I was about at four and a bit minutes per. If it was going to be 30 bowls in 2 hours was 413, and I did 14 in under 1 hour. Of course, they were the little ones, and now I'm up to the big ones. I don't think these will take that much longer than those, honestly. We'll find out tomorrow. Hell, we can find out right now. No, I'm done for tonight. That's enough work for one day. It's enough work for 2 days, honestly. To go from one board to all of these. How long did it take to prep the blank round with the drilled hole? Well, I think it was about, I was just rounding because math, and counting and measuring and stuff. We know. I want to say it was about an hour and a half to get the board broken down into blanks with the corners cut off. So to get the wood processed down into actual bowl blanks to get started spinning was about an hour and a half. I wasn't really moving. I was listening to podcasts and stuff and just kind of going about the work. And I'm filming. Keep in mind that the filming adds time. So, and then I would say it was about another 2 hours for the first batch, the little guys, to get them the outsides done and finished and off the lathe. I don't know. I'd have to go back through. I could go back through my footage, and it's all time stamped. I want to say I was at about 7 hours by the time, 7 and a bit, let's say 7.5 hours before I started tonight's show in terms of total work. So let's call tonight an hour. If I can do these all in an hour, that's 9 hours of work to get them done from board to finished product, which pays me just over $20 an hour. Approximately $20 an hour. Which is not garbage, but it's not awesome. It's more than minimum wage. I haven't taken into account sanding. I'm not going to put more than a minute and a half of sanding into each of these things. Nope. So that's another half an hour. I'm probably down around minimum wage after sanding is taken into account. Even if I only put a minute and a half into each one. I don't know. I wanted to keep it under 10 hours for the entire deal. And I think I can get pretty close to that. Sand 150 and jump 350 and call it good? No. It'll be sand 150. That's what the outside is. I sanded 150 and I step 1 custom high-speed crayon. And like that's a perfectly fine finish for like a mass production. That's sanded to 150 and the custom high-speed crayon step 1. Getting paid to practice plus all that YouTube money. That's, yeah, let's not forget. Let's not forget about all that YouTube money. Thank you for reminding me about how much money I make here on YouTube. It was good practice in terms of like bowl turning techniques. Like I tried a couple of different things to get efficient. Yeah, I mean, it's just really boring. It's just really boring to do all of one step. Like to do one step of something 30 times and then do the next step of that thing 30 times is it. I don't enjoy it. Oh, see, Caduck hasn't been around long enough to know that that's a running joke. I actually don't make very much off YouTube. That's why it's funny. Because no, I make some. I mean, no. Let's just go with no. I think we figured it out one time. We had my computer out here. We looked at the analytics, and it's not. I don't make for YouTube. Doesn't pay me a lot of money. Amy Kirsch, good point. I make more from direct supporters on Patreon than I make from thousands of views on YouTube. Patreon is how he survives. I make more there than I do here. But I wouldn't make anything there if I wasn't here. So I guess, depending on how you look at it, that is kind of YouTube money. Because if I didn't do YouTube, those people wouldn't pay me over there, I don't think. Would you guys pay me over there if I didn't do anything over here on YouTube? I doubt it. Because what would be your value proposition? Like, yeah. Beer. He's like an adopted stepchild with a drinking habit. Fair. This is when Pinnell should be dropping the link. The link to patreon.com/wooden things and stuff. Because that's not what he's going to do. That's not what he's going to do. He's going to put a link, but it's not going to be for that. Hey, Bailey, what's up, my friend? Look what we did tonight. Huh? You came an hour and a half into the show and did. I pay you whether I watch any videos on YouTube or not. It's true, but you pay me because of the entertainment value that I have provided in the past and continue to do so in the future. I think. Unless I'm just like a charity case, then you're just like feel bad for me. In which case, don't do that. Like, I went bowling. I did go bowling. Support several smaller channels because YouTube is set on screwing them. It's true. It is true. We're being kept down by the man. They have better content than the big guys. I I tend to agree. I'm totally biased. I mean, maybe the video production quality over here isn't maybe as good. I don't have a camera guy and a drone and shit. But I think the entertainment value is higher. Because who knows what's going to happen over here. I don't watch big YouTubers. Maybe a jealousy thing. Yeah, it's fair. We've talked about it before on the show too, about how there are channels that I don't watch anymore that I used to really enjoy because I just can't really relate to them anymore. And I don't blame them at all for making their money and upgrading and doing that whole thing. But when they start out by saying, okay, so today we're just going to run over to the panel saw and we'll toss this up on the CNC and we get out the shaper origin and all we got to do is turn this on the giant Powermatic lathe and it's I don't know. It is hard to relate to somebody who is clearly a millionaire. But yeah, some of them are good places to learn. I still watch Mark. I still watch The Wood Whisperer because he has good value in terms of the actual education component. Sometimes. And he's honest and transparent, and I like that. He is a multimillionaire from YouTube woodworking. So there's some jealousy involved for sure. But maybe you'll be big someday and you'll forget us little guys. Well, at the current rate of the trajectory of the channel, I would need to be approximately 347 years old by the time I start making any decent money at this. I watch Woodworker, and I like Bob too. I do also like some of Bob's stuff. Some of his stuff I don't really have that much interest in. So I don't watch everything he does, but at least I can tell from the thumbnail whether or not I'm going to want to watch that. I don't watch the ones that he does on his car, when he's rebuilding a Tarmangia. No, I don't care. Other people can watch that. That's fine. But a lot of his stuff I watch, and he's entertaining, and he has good production value. Why? How did we get it? Why does this show always end up turning into me bitching about YouTube and which YouTube people I don't like and like? That's weird. Paul Sellers and Cosman for joinery. I don't watch either one of those guys. Not for any particular reason. Of Cosman, I just don't really find that entertaining. I don't really. We don't connect. And I don't do enough hand tool joinery. I use hand tools to finesse things. Sometimes I cut things by hand, but it's not my primary mode of getting things made. So I quit watching Make Something. Yeah, me too. Basically. Sometimes I watch it when it pops up and he's doing something that looks interesting, but no. I watched him for a long time. Dave was a long time follow for me. Let's talk about ash bowls. No. We'll get this wrapped up, I think, probably. Because we accomplished more than I was expecting to. I got a huge mess. I'm not going to clean up anything more until I get the rest of these bowls. There's no point in cleaning up any of that when I'm just going to cover it in that again. Why is the ash constipated? Because I was having problems getting them out. That's the constipated ash bowls because I had run into a blockage and I needed some encouragement and some enthusiasm, and I needed a stool softener. You guys will always be my stool softener. If I burn the wood after I turn it, can I call it ash? Yes. I'm conflicted on how I feel about that statement. Demonetized. Talked about butt stuff. No, I didn't. I talked about biology. Come here to learn. Okay? That was a biology discussion. Everybody poops. You guys will always be my stool softener. Oh, when I need a stool softened, I come to YouTube and talk to my friends. Oh. Needs to go on a shirt or a coaster. It could. You could customize a coaster with that. Put a pillow on your shop stool. I got the top of my old shop stool that just sits on the new shop stool. It's my stool softener. Are you saying that since you fixed the constipation by having us as a stool softener, the bowls that you turned are all crap? No. Nah, sure. I was trying to think of like something funny for the title of the show. And like ash is a pretty funny one to like make a pun out of. And I had ran into an enthusiasm blockage for the project. So there you go, constipated ash bowls. Oh, see? See why sometimes you need a dick? Right, you're not going to see. Right down in there, we got a little bit of a custom grit and paper towel bit. Don't know why I care. I absolutely should not care. I can't stop looking at them because every time I look at them, I'm like, oh, that one's a little thick, and like this one I don't like. That's a little steep. I mean, it'll get softened when I sand it and stuff, but like every time I look over at them, I'm like, I could just chuck that one back up real quick. What was the other t-shirt you were going to make? Something about not good enough looking for fart water. Not attractive enough to sell fart water. That one is waiting on my friend Kyla to make a caricature, like a silhouette caricature of my face. And maybe I could get somebody to do like a rip-off, like OnlyFans logo or something to go with that one. Not attractive enough to sell fart water with like a rip-off OnlyFans logo with the Mike Wooden things and stuff. I don't know. Got to go to bed. All right. Later, Matt. Driving to Grundy, Iowa tomorrow. Okay, so when you're in Grundy, right downtown, a block west of the main drag by the post office, the little diner. This again. See, some people have been around a little while. It's good. Some people come often enough and have been around long enough to get these little jokes. These are really good hash browns. The little diner, just off Main Street, right downtown, by the post office. Debbie's, I think. Yeah, we've done that joke before. Didn't I pull it off so well that people were actually like looking it up? I think I kept a straight face long enough on the first time that we did it that people actually believed me and like were looking into it. Looks like your gnome video is your best performer. No, I think my best performing video is probably DIY fancy pants charcuterie boards, or whatever the name of that title is, or the name of that video. Gnomes are relatively popular video, and especially considering that the first time, that's the second upload of the gnome video. It was up for about a year, and then the public content Christmas music the like Creative Commons license Christmas music that I used in it, the people who produced that decided that it shouldn't be Creative Commons license anymore, and so it got demonetized. So I took it down because those guys were getting my money from that video and re-edited it. Well, I think I just put new music. I don't think I re-edited it. But anyway, I took it down or took out that music and replaced that music with other music and had to re-upload it starting at 0 viewers. So that's the second upload of that video that is doing that well. So yeah. But I think top videos are probably DIY fancy charcuterie boards. The DeWalt shop vac is probably right up there. Record Crate is relatively high performing. I'd have to look at the actual analytics, but can you sort a person's video by most? I think you can. I think if you just go to my channel and sort by most viewed. I don't think Gnomes might be like top 7 or 8. But I don't think. Let's see. Fancy charcuterie boards. Shop vac is probably 2 or 3. Record Crate is probably up there. Jointer Jointer review is probably up there. Veritas low-angle jack plane is probably up there. I think probably more than half of my top 10 are probably like the stupid garbage, like unboxings and review things. Because that's what people watch. You put a ton of time into a project video, or you can just open something on video and throw it up on the internet. And the DeWalt vacuum, yeah, the shop vac I think is probably number 2 or 3. King Jointer is probably the other 2 or 3. Look, I got a new Laguna 1216 is probably close to the bottom of the top 10. It's probably up there. You can do an unboxing successfully unless it's a Beaver truck. Talking opening things. Any news from Beaver? Beaver wants me to send them a video, like just a short clip of the problem. I'm like, I sent you a photo of the jaw not closing and an explanation of how I couldn't make any adjustments because the fucking bolt stripped, trying to get it out because of how tight it was in. But they want like me to do like a little short video clip explanation. I was like, I'll do you a video, all right. But so yeah, I'm just gonna do a video saying like, so this doesn't close because of your garbage machining, and I couldn't make any adjustments because this bolt is now stripped because of how tightly it was in there. And send it to them. What a clown. If you can't handle loud noises, get out of the shop. This is a valid point. That's a good point, Pinell. Charcuterie. Oh yes, the router table. Installing a router table in the wing of my rigid table saw. Yeah. That I should have known that. That was my first big one. Like that's the oldest video that got a lot of views. Gnomes is 9. Yeah, see, I told you I was down around the bottom of the top 10. That was the vacuum comment from the other day. Something about like this clown shouldn't be around power tools if he's afraid of loud noises or something like that. Post the video for the Beaver public on your YouTube channel and send them the link. One of the things that they said was like, unfortunately, you can't attach links here. So if you did because I mentioned like, thankfully I do have video of me unboxing and finding this problem because I was going to be doing a review for YouTube. And because they are not English speakers, they read that and thought like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't accept a YouTube link as the evidence of the problem. Do you remember Kevin Arnold's woodshop teacher on the Wonder Years? No. Wonder Years was like, I mean, just on the edge of my time. I'm a little bit younger than was watching the Wonder Years. I did see it sometimes, but it wasn't like one of my shows. I was a little bit after that. I was of the generation of TGIF. Remember that? The Friday night shows with the Steve Urkel, and what else was on Friday night? Yeah, I'm like 44, so I guess we're about the same. But I don't know. Wonder Years just never really did it for me. I thought I was a little bit after Boy Meets World. I don't think Boy Meets World was on for. No, it was the Family Matters show with the Urkel kid. Uh, that's the only one I remember. But there were four, I think. Was it Full House? I think it was 2 hours worth of shows on Friday nights that were all like sitcoms. "100% Boy Meets World" was TGIF. Was it? Was it? Because I remember like that was kind of like Wonder Years too. I was like, well, I guess I see the value in it, but I didn't watch it really. Is the cricket on his side? Yes, it is. It's on my side, but it's outside. It's not in the shop. The microphone is pointed in the direction of it, though. It's just outside the front of the garage. You want me to open the door? Stop looking for it, though. It's definitely just over there. I used to watch Nick at Night. I watched a little bit of Nick at Night as well. I watched a little bit of what was the other one? The Cartoon Network. Is it Adult Swim or something like that? It's like Futurama and Robot Chicken and trying to remember shows from when I was like 13 years old. From shows from 30 years ago. Futurama wasn't 30 years ago, was it? Who knows? Who knows anymore? We're coming up on 2 hours. I am going to bid you adieu. We did a lot of good work tonight. Thank you for being my stool softeners. Anyone watch Max Headroom? I did see some Max Headroom. I liked Red Dwarf. A little bit. Let's agree not to say 30 years ago again. You know what? If we don't remember the past, we will be doomed to what? How does it go? Failure to, we're doomed to repeat it. I don't remember the quote right now, but stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Anybody, everybody. Bye for now. Tomorrow I do the rest of these. I can film the outro. Maybe not this weekend, but next weekend before the live show, we can do a premiere of this video of making all of these things. Those who fail to remember the past are doomed to repeat it. That's right. So 30 years ago, do you want to repeat 30 years ago? Do you? Bye for now. See you on Saturday. Because apparently we do 2 shows a week now. This is 2 weeks in a row that we've done. Nope. Last week was the Monday because I missed the Saturday because of market, right? Doesn't matter. Bye.